Hello everybody, happy Monday today. Technically it's not Monday for me though. I said I was going to do this on Sunday and I am. It's 1:39 p.m. this Sunday. I may not necessarily say that these episodes will go much longer, but I will definitely have a bit more energy when I do them, which is good because waking up at 8 a.m. or so and trying to do that kind of stuff does not always work out well. However, with all that stuff and all this going on and all the good things happening today in the world, I hope you're having a great Monday. I hope that whatever you're doing right now, living your job, living your life, whatever it happens to be, is doing well. I don't know what the gameplay is going to be in the background. My mind probably says it'll be more Destiny because honestly, this is a great excuse for me to basically grind out a whole bunch of Destiny stuff. Like, hey, I have to play Destiny for work. For an hour. Oh no, might as well get some stuff done. You know, I can complain about a lot of things in my life, but that's one of those things that I can't complain too much about. I've been actually feeling pretty good today. I'm feeling very efficient, if that makes sense. This morning wasn't great. I was actually up till about 2 a.m. last night because I went to Hollywood Horror Nights with some fellow friends. You may know them. Magikarp used Fly, or he was also the gentleman in charge of Dice Check. We did a game for a stream and then skedaddled our way over to Hollywood to do the Horror Nights. I've never done these Horror Nights things before. I can confirm I should be going on a weekday. We went on a Saturday, and the line to get into everything was over an hour long. In fact, some of them were even longer than that. It was pretty rough at times, but I did have a good time. I'm kind of scared. I kind of get scared really easily, and so some of the areas, I'm glad that I'm tall. It's really nice being 6'3", surrounded by people who are like 5'5", 5'6", because then they don't really bug me very much, and they tend to bug everybody else, which is, well, you know, when you're towering over some of the cast, it makes a lot of sense. But it's pretty good. It was a good time. But waking up this morning was a little bit difficult. I got up, did a Back for Blood stream on the Adeptus Ridiculous Twitch channel, which is something that some people of you may or may not know. We have our own Twitch channel. We're doing some of that stuff. That was nice. Played Back for Blood with the peeps. And then here I am. Did some work. You know, can I say something totally random? The power of Excel sheets is insane to me. If you have a lot going on in your life, you know, if you just, for example, the top comment on the prior video was definitely one of these, as a Walmart employee who pushes carts, I indeed can confirm that I laughed out loud when you said FDR is awesome because he's crippled. Dreams can come true. I was saying, if you are a Walmart cart pushing person, then you may not need this per se, but for people who have a lot of like here and there and emails and adjustments and things to be done, you know, you work on taxes or just random crap like that, desk job stuff. Excel sheets, man, they are so nice. They are so nice. I have a big like 4-page spreadsheet on Google Sheets actually, so I can open it up anywhere. And it has my video schedule, my time frames, when I'm supposed to be paid out for sponsorships, because they normally take like 30 to 45 days. Understanding payout time and percentages and like small things like, oh, if I sell merchandise for Adeptus Ridiculous, I have to pay a percentage of profits to the other two because it's a group effort. However, I need to be able to kind of, you know exactly how much I need to pay out. So I'm remembering the percentages and how much each thing is. A hoodie costs this much, a shirt costs this much. And then finding the series and stuff that I'm doing, like, okay, currently in progress, I have my Outer Wilds playthrough. And then after that, we're going to be uploading the Garden of Salvation first attempt in Destiny. And then after that, I'm not quite sure. Maybe we'll get started on the Fallout series that's been going on for like 2 months, 3 months now. And then after that, we can be moving into other stuff. Just, you know, lots of here, there, and back and forth. It's a good time so far, and I'm actually quite pleased with how it's going. One of them is also a Back for Blood balance talk a little bit, because I want to talk about the balance of that game and how it's a little bit wonky. So So we'll see about that. And another, well, the balance, at least for that video. And then I got a main video talking about Back 4 Blood, about the single player progression talk and that issue in its own right. I'll probably be working on that a decent amount after I finish this video. In fact, well, I finished recording this video. In fact, I was actually, I should probably silence my phone. I just realized that it was not silenced, and that would kind of suck. That reminds me, I don't really have a whole lot of, actually, I was gonna say, I don't have a whole lot of time to go out and get food or cook food today, but in reality, the issue is I don't have a lot of time to go get groceries because I have no food at home, and then I also don't have any clothes to wear to go out to get food because it's all in the washer right now because I procrastinated my laundry like every human does. So I actually forgot that I was going to order myself some food, which is something that is, well, I'm just going to order myself some food. I want to get something healthy because this morning I did not get something healthy. I actually did not get something healthy at all. I had a breakfast crunch wrap from Taco Bell, which I won't lie, is actually one of my favorite things on the menu. And that might sound crazy. But I really like it. I mean, you know, it's Taco Bell, so it's not necessarily the creme de la creme of food. However, it's just, I gotta say, I really enjoy myself a good bit of Taco Bell Crunch Wrap. It's folded nice, got that egg, got that bacon, got that hash brown, get a little bit of hot sauce in there. Sometimes you just need a shitload of calories. That's what a Philly cheesesteak used to do for me for a while. I always wonder if there was a good way to make like a breakfast Philly cheesesteak. That sounds weird, but you know, you take a sub type thing, right? You get all that roast beef, you get all the beef, and then like maybe you throw in some egg, you know, I wonder if you could do like a Philly cheese Mexican hybrid, where you use the big bun, you use the beef, you use the cheese, but then you can maybe put in some scrambled egg in there. Maybe, you know, some grilled onions, some like mushrooms, maybe some like pico de gallo. Throw that in there, maybe a little hot sauce. Does that, or, you know, I'm not a chef. To my culinary fans, tell me why that doesn't work. Give me a reason why it doesn't work, because I can imagine you could create some kind of like omelet sandwich thing out of like a Philly, because a Philly cheesesteak with the beef and the onions and the mushrooms, like these are all things you would put in an omelet. Slap on the cheese in there, and then you just happen to have like a sandwich bun. I don't know. I bet you could pull this off. There's totally a way I could do this. Anyway, I was saying this because I needed to order myself some food here. I was going to grab myself something healthy though. Now, I mean, ordering food, it's not always going to be super healthy, but well, healthy, I guess, is dependent. I was considering getting myself some Euro wraps, or maybe a kebab plate. You know, we're talking ground sirloin, maybe some lamb, not sure. Get yourself a little bit of that basmati rice, some pita bread and tzatziki sauce. But that's not, if I'm trying to go low on calories, that is not the answer. That is far from low on calories. Not as unhealthy as, say, other fast food, but definitely not a light meal. So I'll find something here. I clicked on one of my options, or I tapped one of my options on my phone, and it said order again Porta Blue Turkey Burger and fudge-filled chocolate chip cookies. It seems that I am unfortunately not the most proud of my ability to hold back with my calorie amounts. But then again, fudge chocolate chip cookies. Are you gonna tell me no? You can't tell me no because you're not here, but are you gonna tell me no? See, Twitch chat especially is the biggest proponent of terrible diets. And every time I ever ask chat, like, hey, what's good? What's a damn good food? What's something I should order? I'm hungry. I'm gonna order some food because I'm streaming and I don't want to leave. And they always say the same thing. You'll get some pizza. Get some damn get some tacos, get some burritos, get some that's like 1,500 calories for dinner alone. Like, no, it's a tad much. And I'm not quite sure about that. Because they're always going for something crazy. Things that I cannot handle properly. Not like that. But no one, well, granted, they do say sushi. You know, did I mention this last time? I think last time I said, you know, it's really dumb that people get mad at other people for not liking sushi. Well, you shouldn't get mad at anyone for not liking any food, but particularly sushi. That is such an acquired taste. It's like, what? What's wrong? You don't like raw fish? You don't like raw fish and rice? Like, what's wrong with you? You got a problem? You got an issue? You got a mental deficiency? You don't like raw fish? Like, yeah, I don't blame it. It's like coffee. You know, coffee is very specific. And when I was young, you know, the smell of coffee, ugh, I hated it. The taste of coffee, God. Now that I'm older, yeah, I mean, obviously things have changed. I drink black coffee on the daily. Or my gamer sups. Hell yeah. Code Bricky, 10% off. Let's go. I really enjoy my coffee. I really enjoy my sushi, but that's something that I don't blame people if they don't want that. Oh, that reminds me to my Vietnamese fans out there. There's a Vietnamese restaurant nearby that I've been going to a bit. It's called Little Sister. It's in the Irvine Spectrum in Irvine. Most of you will know what the hell that is. It's a place in Southern California, Orange County, and it's in this little like it's in like a mall basically. And they always get this thing. I think it's called the Pobo. It's like I forget exactly what it's called. I might need to look this up. Little Sister menu. There we go. This place had a really good. It's a where is it? It's like Bonet? Boko. Boko. B-O space K-H-O. And I guess they do it a little different than most places. But I guess it's some kind of like red, like braised stew. And theirs had a bunch of like marrow, tendons, oxtail, there were carrots and potatoes in there, and it's just oh my god, it is to die for. And they also give you a big piece of bread. It is so good. I never had heard of this in my life, and it is heavenly. There's no noodles in the one I get, though. It's completely noodle-free. And I don't know if that's normally how they do it, but I actually kind of like it. I feel like there's fewer carbs in it. I'm more so like eating a soup with some meat in it and vegetables. But it's probably my new favorite thing. I think I've gotten it there 4 times. It's also cheap. It's like $15, and that food alone is enough for like 2 people to share. It's so good. I don't know. I'm not too familiar with. Well, I know some Vietnamese cuisine. You know, there's the banh mi's and then pho, obviously. But past that, I don't. Well, there's also the spring rolls that I really like. They like a specific kind of spring roll. But there's a couple. There's one thing I liked a lot. Is oh god. Gajao Zaut. Why that sounds German? Oh my goodness. I don't know how to pronounce these properly because I know it's pronounced differently than it says. It's Gaxaoxaot. They say it's spicy lemongrass chicken wings or something of that nature. I don't remember. That was also delicious, but I don't know a whole lot about Vietnamese food besides that boko I've been having, as well as the banh mi's. I had a lot of banh mi's when I was actually an EMT, because where I used to go around doing, well, EMT stuff, it was always in a very heavy Vietnamese populated area. It's in a city called Westminster and Midway City down in Orange County. Huge Vietnamese population out there. A lot of the places, if you go in the right areas, don't have any English. And I would always go to these like coffee shops, and they'd sell you black coffee for like $1. And all the people there were like really skimpily dressed Vietnamese girls. And everyone who went there were like 40-year-old men drinking the coffee and smoking cigarettes. I felt like I was in a stereotype. I felt like I felt like I was in a simulation. It was so kind of weird. But well, at least weird in the sense it was so different. I don't know if any of you second generation Vietnamese people can help me on that one, but I know it's very stereotyped. But it was super interesting kind of going around and seeing that kind of thing. They wore like no clothes. Wait, I think I remember the name of this place. I think it was called Oh my god, I think I spoke about this a while ago. I think it's called Cafe de Thong. Cafe de Thung. Yes, it's off of Magnolia Street in Westminster. Cafe de Thung or Thuong. And the girls there wear thongs. They are literally wearing nothing but bikinis. That's right. I remember this now. Oh my god. It's so creepy in a way. I mean they have like those maid cafes and shit in Japan and all that, but you know, different culture of course, but like the sexualized deal. But it's I forgot about this place. Holy shit. It was so strange to me. Wait, no fucking way. Wait, what is this? Wait, sorry, I'm looking at this place, and I was looking at like, okay, I looked it up, and I found 6 photos for Cafe de Thung, and one of them is just, like, these photos don't relate anything to the restaurant, and one of them is just Donald Trump with a Philly cheesesteak. That's not even a banh mi sandwich. What the fuck is going on? Okay, I'm gonna link the Yelp. I'm gonna link the Yelp photos in the description of this video. I think I'm going crazy. This is so bizarre to me. I wish I could, I would show you, sorry, I would show you this on screen right now, but I haven't been thinking straight. I'm not prepared for this. It's just really funny. Goddamn. What the hell was I talking about? Food! That's right, food. We already talked about food in a prior episode, but I'm talking about food again because I want to. I want to make that soup. I want to make that boko soup. It was just so like, it's just so good. It's just so good. I really, really like it. I've been trying to explore different, well, I keep trying to explore different culinary stuff, but I've been trying to make more of it too. A problem is oh yeah, I don't think I talked about this since last time. Did I talk about this last time? I don't think I did. I'm repeating it if I didn't. I found a place to move. Unironically, pog my dudes. I said that, and I will take it to the fucking grave. Big pog. Someone photoshopped a pog face on the ogre in Destiny. Poger. Fucking kill me. I found a place, and I'm actually really happy for it. It is horrendously expensive, as living in California tends to be. If you thought the housing market was bad, the rental market is just as bad. I'm not going to tell you the exact amount, but basically for a 2-bedroom, 1,300 square foot apartment, I am paying between $3,000 and $4,000 a month. Yeah. I am very thankful that you people are so supportive, and I am very thankful that I'm doing well enough to where I can do that. Because holy shit. That being said, there is a lot of other things it comes with that kind of make up for it. The apartment has fiber internet, so a 1,000 download, 1,000 upload, so it's very good for streaming and content creation. Because it's 2 bedrooms, one of them will be turned into an office, which will allow me to not only write that off on my taxes, but also be able to give me the space I need for work. It also has, the usual pool, gym, and recreational centers that are pretty good. It actually is located basically where I grew up, which is pretty great. It's in a city known as Aliso Viejo, down in Orange County. I grew up there for a bit. I lived in this place called Costa Mesa for the first 5 to 6 months of my life. If it wasn't so packed in that city, I would probably want to die there too. It's such a awesome place for me to live. I love it so much. Costa Mesa has so much like culture and fun. Way better than its cousin, Newport Beach. Ugh. Newport Beach is like the hoity-toity place. Like Beverly Hills? It's like Beverly Hills light. It's not fun. But anyway, I digress. I get to be there, so I'm in some good walking distance of some places that I like, some old restaurants, the town center I used to go to, so I'll be very happily in the place I grew up for a good 15 years of my life. It's interesting because I move in on the 7th of November technically, but I leave my house I'm currently in on the technically the 30th of November. So I've got a good maybe 3 weeks or so to actually get everything moved, sell furniture I need to sell, and so on, which is very, very good for me. Past that, some of you were asking questions about a house. Some of you were confused that I had a house before or something. I purchased a home 5 years ago, give or take, when the housing market wasn't bad. And actually, I got it at a pretty good price. I lived there for a bit, but maybe 3 years ago, the internet was so bad that I just couldn't be there anymore. So I moved to a place that had way better internet, though expensive. And then I had my old buddies from high school live there instead and rent it out. They still are currently living there, renting it out, and they will be when I move anyway. The goal for the time being, I signed a 14-month lease. However, their lease breaking policy is incredibly nice. You either have to pay an additional month's rent, which is a lot, but or you are rent responsible until they find a new person to live there. I really like that second one because this place has had no vacancy for a bit. And because of that, I'm pretty sure that if I give them the 30 days, they'll be able to find somebody almost immediately. That's how I jumped onto this property myself. Pretty great. I'm a big fan. And I really like how it's been going so far with how this has all worked out. So if you don't know what my plan is currently, it was to save up a bunch of money to get a down payment on a house. Because in California, generally when you want to do something called a jumbo loan, which is a loan over a certain amount of money, you have to pay 20% down. And let's say you are buying a place for $800,000, or $1 million. Let's go high. Let's go with $1 million, right? Let's go big. Then you'd have to save up 200 grand. And that's, like, you can't do that in a weekend. Well, I'm sure some people can, but I sure as shit can't. So what's nice is that if the housing market calms itself down and I make a decent amount of money while I'm at the apartment, I might only live there for maybe 7 months, get enough money, find the perfect place, and then have a pretty flexible lease break. And I could just dip. So really nice. Actually very happy with it. Kind of like it all works out in the end feeling thing, It really helped me a lot with that, and I'm stoked that I'm going to be in a spot that is not only where my childhood is, but it has the good internet, it has the amenities I like, the gym is right there, I can work out, feel good, everything should be very decent, and I should feel pretty good about it all. So I'm feeling all right. I am feeling all right. Which is, I was pretty stressed out about it, and I am stressed out because moving is a stressful thing regardless. But things might end up kind of going well, or at least that might end up going well, and that'll make me pretty pleased. So, I feel like a weight has been been taken right off my shoulders. I feel so much calmer from that. As you can tell, I'm definitely in higher spirits today than some of my prior episodes. I think it's a combination of being tired and also being a little bit, pleased with some of the developments that have been going on lately. Also, I just got paid out by Twitch today for my monthly payout, so it's nice seeing bank account go up. It's like when I play Destiny and I click on triumphs, I'm like, ooh, triumph number, go beep boop, dopamine drip, here it comes. It's just kind of fun. It's just enjoyable. But that's all side stuff. So food, moving stuff, that kind of shenanigans. Feeling good, feeling nice. I do need, the place is like a third the size of where I currently live, so I'm definitely gonna need to sell some stuff. Hopefully that works out. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I do need to repair the carpet where I live, though. A little bastard named Pebble broke that. Which, speaking of, some of you have actually been asking me about Pebble. Pebble's doing good. He's very healthy. He's got friends. He plays with his friends all the time, which is wonderful. He's very healthy and he's a big boy. He's a chunky lad, but he's not like a fat chunky lad. I think he's just a big ass corgi. He's just a wide boy. He gets plenty of exercise and he eats generally well. And doesn't eat too much, so I think he's doing pretty good. I saw him. I've been seeing him a bit lately, and it's really nice to see him so happy to see me again. He has this very like, "Dad, you've been gone so long" kind of thing. It makes me smile. Anyway, I've been feeling pretty good. Today's episode of Fireside Bricky. I've got a couple of I want to ask a couple of these questions. Or at least I have a couple questions that I'd like to ask. Let's see. It says, well, one of them was by a guy named Braden. It says, just finished, been watching these, kind of next one. Journey, I'm skimming because it's a long thing. I was also wondering if you have any tips that helped you with just doing things you don't want to do. I'm still in university, so I've got tons of that, and starting new things is just hard for me, even if I know I want to do them. Well, you say starting things is hard for you, even if you know you want to do them, or are you more so like, I want to do university stuff because I know I should do university stuff? The thing is that when it comes down to doing things you don't want to do, sometimes breaking through that feeling is all about reminding yourself why you're doing it. For example, this is a little bit cringy. I'm gonna be totally honest, but I feel like an anime protagonist. For example, a long time ago, I'm talking like 6 years ago, like a long ass time ago. I had a crush, and I wasn't in the greatest of shape at the time, and I wanted to ask about the crush, but I was too scared. And I was like, you know what I need to do first? I need to get buff. So I started going to the gym a lot. And if I was like doing reps, 10, 15 reps of whatever I was doing, and I was starting to slow down on 8, I kind of had this mentality of like, if you stop at 8 right now, you'll never get the girl. This is for her. Oh! And I pull out those last couple of reps right there. Like this shit's for her. And I kind of have that feeling a little bit. That's a little different than your situation, but that's kind of like the mindset I was getting into. You think about university, right? You think about studying and getting those things ready, and you imagine yourself, like, you look at yourself in that position you want to be, that job you're in, and you say to yourself, you're going to do the job you want to do, you're going to be in the place you want to be, you just got to get through this shit now. You look back at your life, and if you're 21, 22, and you look back at the last 22 years, and it went by in a flash, right? When you're in university, it's slow now, but by the time you're done, it'll feel like it was over in a heartbeat, and you'll not even care, and you'll be stoked you did it. Sometimes it's that mentality that kind of changes things. Sometimes I understand not wanting to get started on something because you want to do them, but you just don't have the feeling for it. I know that. I kind of have that feeling when I paint my Warhammer figures. I want to do it. I want to get it done, but I can't bring myself to do it. Often, incremental time periods. Go on your phone, put on like a 30-minute to an hour timer and just fucking do it. But start small. You know, I've been doing that lately. I've been painting my Warhammer figures for about an hour. 1 hour. That's it. 1 hour. And when the hour's over, I'm done. And then the next time, maybe I'll do it for 2 hours. Who knows? But you can kind of trick yourself. Like, all right, I'm only going to do this for 30 minutes. I'm only going to do this for 1 hour. It's fine. I'll start and it'll be over quick. But then but that's the whole point of it, is to actually get started. So by the time the 30 minutes or an hour is up, you might already be in the groove and say, oh, cool, I'll just keep doing it now, because you got past that initial hump. Sometimes like lying to yourself that way is nice, because even if you don't feel like you do get past that initial hump, well, good. Your 30 minutes is over and you can just stop. So it's almost like you get 2 choices. It's nice. It works well. Whew. Sorry, that was my first yawn of the day. Was it? Or have I yawned before? I'm not sure. I'm going to, I want to read one more real quick. Question, what are your thoughts on MMA? I know you've been doing boxing recently, and I'm wondering what you think of the sport. I've been doing jiu-jitsu grappling for a few months, and it's helped a lot of my mental health. I would recommend it if you're interested. I do think jiu-jitsu is kind of neat. I haven't done it myself, but I've always kind of considered doing it. My thoughts on MMA, I'll be honest, I'm the kind of person who doesn't like watching people get hurt. And that sounds weird, but how do I explain it? Like, okay, I watch boxing. Boxing is surprisingly, like, deadly because you keep getting punched with the damn mitts, right? Like, bare knuckle boxing, ironically, was safer than boxing is now. That being said, it doesn't look as painful physically. MMA has that, like, I don't know what their gloves are. They're like their mini gloves. But seeing people get like hit in the shin, or like messing up their foot, or like elbows, or that thing they do when they hit the ground and they start getting their face beaten by the other guy, which I guess there's a point to that, but watching that stuff kind of, I don't know, it makes me cringe. And I don't mean cringe in like internet cringe, but legitimately like, ooh, ah, ugh, kind of feeling. Kind of makes my shoulders kind of tense up a little bit. So I think I like the concept of MMA, literally in the name, mixed martial arts, the ability to do different things and try different things and have a whole mixture of ways you can fight. But for me, it's not quite something I enjoy watching a ton of because of that reason, where it gives me a little bit of a weird feeling whenever I watch it. Boxing is as deadly, probably worse if I'm being honest, but at the same, it doesn't look as painful to watch, so it's a little different in that sense. When it comes to boxing, though, I like it. I don't actually box other people. I just train. And you might think, well, why train a bunch if you're not going to box other people? Oh, the exercise is a big part of it. Feels great. The cardio is wonderful. And whenever I do my sessions with my trainer, it's 1 hour. We normally do about 40 minutes of mitts. So we do like 8 or more rounds, give or take. 30 to 45 minutes of mitts. We do a lot of rounds of mitt work. It's pretty good. 3 minutes, 1 minute off. It's quite tiring. Really gets the cardio flowing. But then we do about 20 minutes of lifting of some kind. You know, some dumbbell work here, there, and everywhere. Just kind of getting that stuff done. And so overall, it's actually more of just the exercise thing. And boxing as a sport, it feels very, I don't know, it's like, think of it like a fighting game. There's reads, there's figuring things out, there's baiting your opponent, and it's just stuff like that. Defense, offense. It's fun. It's fun. I like that kind of feeling to it, so I like that stuff. Also, I don't know, there's a real difference between punching, if you know how to punch and you don't know how to punch. I don't ever want to hit somebody. I'm not a violent person, but if I have to, I'm glad that I've practiced my left hook for years now. The difference simply in technique of punching with and without knowledge of any kind of martial arts is night and day, especially boxing. If I can punch hard enough where all I need is a single punch and then me/whoever is not in danger anymore, then good. If they have a gun, well, shit. I'll just deflect the bullets with my anime powers. Anyway, thanks for the questions, everyone. I really enjoyed this episode of Fireside Bricky, and I don't kind of want to end it now just because I don't want to drag it out until I get tired of talking, because talking for an hour straight with almost no breaks is very tiring. So I want to say thanks for stopping by. It was a pleasure having you here. It felt really good being in high spirits, and I'll see you next week. Don't hurt yourselves, or do. You know, just whatever.